The South Winn Coach Conversation brought to you by Dave's Collision Shop in Ashen, by Becker Hardware in Ashen, and by Fidelity Bank and Trust in Kilmer in Ashen. We're with Warrior coach Jason Ohrt. 20-10 victory in week 1 over North Fayette Valley. Gave up the first 10 points, but then scored 20 unanswered. What'd you learn about your team in week 1, Coach?
Well, we did a really nice job of responding to a little bit of adversity that we put ourselves in the first half. Especially in the first quarter, going into the second quarter, North Fayette did a nice job of keeping our drives halted. They made some plays defensively to put us in 3rd and long after our first opening drive. And we were able to establish about 50 yards of offense in the first 3 plays, but then that drive kind of sputtered in the end. We made a big mistake in the secondary, giving up the first touchdown, but we cleaned that up right away and ultimately kept them scoreless the rest of the game.
And how big was that pick 6 from Zach Taylor at the end of the first half? That was really a game-changing play, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we had finally put a full drive together right before that and scored to make it 10-7. And then, they were trying to get something going before the half, and Zach did a really nice job of rerouting his receiver and then just sitting in the flat and was waiting for it, and the ball was there, and he made the play, and then broke a couple tackles and made the score, and that really kind of changed the momentum going into halftime.
And with what you're trying to do offensively this year, you look at that first drive of the second half, I'd imagine that's kind of what you want to do, drive in and drive out. Is that fair to say?
Absolutely. And we told the guys, with the mistakes that we made in the first half, couple false starts, missed blocking assignment, the ultimate goal was whether we score or not, we're going to have a complete drive and we're going to force them to beat us on that drive. And ultimately, we took 8 minutes off the clock and punched it in with a 6-yard touchdown with Jacob Harold. And that was the game. We were able to establish what we wanted to do the rest of the way, and ball control with a few more first downs throughout the course of the second half, and we put it away.
How would you assess Jacob Harold's performance in week number 1, adjusting to the new system?
Very well, very well. He's done an outstanding job of buying into the team first mentality, and we're playing selflessness football. I mean, we've got a lot of guys helping and contributing on the offensive end, and Jacob being the leader amongst all those guys, he's doing an outstanding job, and he's really starting to like what we're doing offensively. At first, he was a little uncertain just because of what we were doing in the past. He's a kid who's been in the shotgun since 5th grade, and now we're going under center and running the triple option, and it's been an adjustment for him, but he's done an outstanding job.
Obviously, after week number 1, there's always going to be things to focus on improvement-wise and things to clean up. What tops that list in practice this week?
Just a little bit more consistency with the blocking schemes, identifying where the double team is going to be and so forth. And defensively, I thought we played very well, just not having those mental breakdowns at times in coverage. Got to clean that up. And, we had some silly penalties in the first half, so we've addressed that too as well. But, you always want to try and make that those gains between weeks 1 and 2. That's when you want to really see the most gains. And I feel like this team is ready to show that on Friday night.
Long trip down to North Tama this week. What challenges do they present?
They play pretty good defense, and they always have. That's what carried them the last few years in their solid runs in the postseason in Class A football. We haven't played each other, but I've seen them enough on film because we played common opponents and so forth. And they're going to run the 4-4. They're going to run the 53 defense. They're going to run it really well. They run the wing T pretty solid. They're a good running team. So they're going to try and do some of the same things that North Fayette did to keep it a close game. We're going to have to do a better job of making sure that we continue to drives on offense. And, we did not turn the ball over last week. And so that was a big part of our success. So hopefully we can continue that trend.
With a long bus ride like that and the safety protocols related to COVID, what is going to be different about road trips this year as compared to years past?
Well, we're taking 3 buses. I don't think I've ever done that before. Yeah, so we're taking 3 buses, and we've got a coach on each bus basically, and everybody's going to wear masks and, try to give everybody their own seat, and even more so probably, it is what it is. It's the time that we're in. We're adjusting. We're trying to do the best that we can. And I'm sure everybody else is doing the same as well.
All right, Coach, keep your kids healthy. Hopefully you're 2-0 after next week's ball game. We wish you best of luck, as always.
Thank you. Appreciate the time.
The Coach Conversation for South Winn brought to you by Dave's Collision Shop in Ashen, Becker Hardware in Ashen, and Fidelity Bank and Trust in Kilmer and Ashen.